'cause I find my way, my way, my way, on my way, my way. I find my way, I find my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I find my way, I find my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I find my way.
Hello again, friends. Sean with Boondocking with the Boyers. Headed out for another camping adventure in this beautiful summer afternoon. I am heading up alone. Brandy's coming tomorrow. She has to do a full day of work. I had the day off, so I decided to come up a day early. This is a couples only weekend. No child. We are bringing Heidi, the German Shepherd dog, though. But a couple times a year, we just like take a trip by ourselves and just enjoy our time as a couple. We are going to Waterloo Recreation Area. One thing about Michigan State Parks is you have standalone parks and you have a lot of campgrounds in recreation areas. Brighton Recreation Area, Picnic Recreation Area. Today we're going to Waterloo Recreation Area. Within those recreation areas are several different campgrounds. Now at Waterloo there's 3 different ones. There's a rustic one, I can't remember the name of it. There is Portage Lake Recreation Area, or Portage Lake Campground. This time we're going to Sugarloaf Lake Campground. This is our first time there. So, kind of excited to check it out. New place for us, even though we've camped in the area before. Getting a late start. There was a huge crash northbound on US 23 north into Michigan. So I waited it out, and it was still getting cleaned up. So I did a little jog around through some country roads up in southern Michigan, which was a lot of fun, but I made it just fine. Now I'm back on the main highway, US 23 north. Says I got about 45 minutes left to go. So I'm going to keep on trucking, and I will check in with y'all once we get there. We'll be back. Good Friday morning from Sugarloaf Lake Campground here at Waterloo Recreation Area in Chelsea, Michigan. Got in last night. Once I got set up, it was dark, so I didn't do any content. I grilled up some hot dogs and took it easy for a day. Had a good shower. Morning time, I cleaned up all the whiskers, all the gray up off my face, and so fresh and so clean. All right, so we're here all set up, and I will show you our site. So this is site S11 here at Sugarloaf Lake Campground. We have a south camp and a north camp here. We're on the south camp. We're right by the Sugarloaf Lake here. We've had worse sites, we've had better. This was like crazy, stupid, unlevel. Made it work though. I guess technically my really only complaint, it's nice and shaded. If you look at the power pedestal here, I had to put the trail end of the RV on the back near the road just so it'll level out. And you see where the power pedestal is. My cord didn't reach long enough, so thankfully I have an extension, a 30 amp extension that'll work, but otherwise I would have had to pull up and I still would have been way more unlevel. But thankfully it worked out for me. Like I mentioned earlier, doing a bike race tomorrow morning. The one hell of a ride in Chelsea Fairgrounds, just probably 10 minutes down the road. So I'm doing that first thing in the morning. So I got the bike here, going to get some work in, have a little fun. Fire pit. You've probably heard me talk about Michigan fire pits before. It's just how it is. Nothing you can really do about it. You're not moving those. It's there. They're pretty deep, tough to cook on. But that's the one trade effect of coming up here to Michigan State Parks. And the normal setup here. Something I forgot to talk about. Got some new bling on the board. Right there we got John and Jackie's Journeys. Met them at the Glamp Out. We at it again. The Rollins, super cool folks. Met them for the first time at the Glamp Out, and look at this right there. All about the banks. Let me tell you, friends, YouTube royalty right there. Super cool people. Been following them for 3-4 years now, and finally got to meet them at the Glamp Out, and hope to see them again in the future. Really cool folks. Get the Blackstone set up tonight. Since Stella isn't camping with us, we're going to go off tradition. We're going to do turkey burgers tonight. Just lighten things up a little bit. We've had it before at Maumee Bay, and Brandy and I like them. Stella's not a fan. So we're going to have turkey burgers tonight once the missus gets here later. She had to stay at home and do a full day of work. Got the kayaks there, and I don't want to get the kids in the background there, but you can see our relative distance from our site to the boat launch there. So we got easy access to the lake to throw the kayaks in. So that's going to work out great, and the missus will be happy about that. All right. That is our site. Site S11 here at Sugarloaf Lake Campground, South Camp, Waterloo Recreation Area. Quick shout out to my friends Mike and Shelly K from Camping with the Confers. It's Friday, and on Fridays we wear red to remember everyone deployed. Always take time to remember our forces serving at home and abroad, protecting our freedoms and our safety. So remember, on Fridays, wear your red. We'll be back. So I got me a chipmunk running around my campsite, and he's not getting the hint. He needs to go away, but he's already been warned that as soon as Heidi, the German Shepherd dog, gets here, she's not going to play that. Just won't go away. I yelled, yipped through stuff, keeps coming back. It's okay though, Heidi's going to take care of that. In the meantime, waiting for the missus to arrive so I can get dinner started. I don't know if she did a full day of work or not. She hasn't been in contact with me, but I got dinner prepped ready to go as soon as she gets here. And that's what we got going on. Until then, we'll be back. That's okay, sucker. You wait till my dog gets here. So now the wife and child have arrived. I gotta tell you, I thought she was going to get lost getting here, but she made it just fine. So I need to give a little more respect and confidence to the lady. She made it here just fine. So now that they've arrived, it's time for dinner. Like I said earlier, we're going to have turkey burgers and fries. Try to lighten it up a little bit. Whatever that means. Okay. So the smash burgers turned out really good. That's a good alternative. Can you tell the difference between regular beef burgers? Yeah. But tell you what, for 7% fat, you season them up a little bit, they're pretty good. Maybe give it a test try. Try out some ground turkey, make patties out of them. Season them up real good, and they'll be a little dry. But if you fry them up and they're nice and crispy, like I said, they'll be a little dry. Throw some cheese on them, and it's a good alternative. Came out pretty good. Belly's full. In and down the night, so I'm just gonna relax here. Brandy's out walking the dog, and I'm just gonna wind down a little bit, get some rest before the big bike race tomorrow at Chelsea Fairgrounds. One hell of a ride. So we'll be checking in from there. Meantime, get a little fire going. I'm drinking one last fat tire, then I'm gonna start hydrating and shut it down for the night. All right, guys, we'll be back. So good Saturday morning here. I'm in Chelsea, Michigan for one hell of a ride. Not far from Ann Arbor. It's only 10 minutes away from the campground. So easy access. Early, tired. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. So let's get this done. We'll be back. Okay, the 2024 One Helluva Ride is complete. Tell y'all something. Heat and hills don't mix with its own, man. It was brutal. Brutal. My average was off by 7 miles per hour because the hills just sucked everything out of me, and add in the heat, it was just awful. But still had fun doing what I do, riding bicycles. Now that I got that done, on my way back, I'm going to mention real quick at the end of the ride, they have food for you. We had brats, hot dogs, baked beans, potato salad, ice cream, and there was even cold watermelon. I'm not a big fan of watermelon, but let me tell you, it was cold. I took that stuff down today. It felt really good. It tasted good. All right, I'm going to head back to the campsite now because Brandy's probably ready to go get her yak on the water, get her situated. I'm going to take a shower and relax till dinner time tonight. Headed back now. All right, guys, we'll be back. So I'm just sitting here recuperating, got myself rehydrated, and just lounging for a little bit. I'll tell you what, I can do bike rides, 40, 50, 60 mile bike rides, and be perfectly fine. Still have gas in the tank. I tell you what, today, I got challenged. Got my little butt whooped with the heat and the hills in the Irish Hills of southern Michigan. Still a good time. It was a lot of fun. Very challenging. Maybe I'll come back next year. Maybe. We'll see. Right now, the Dame lady is out on the kayak. Heidi is over here having a fit, but she'll be just fine. Once she gets back in, we'll get dinner prepped. Having, I forgot already. What are we having? Oh, butterfly chicken legs and mashed potatoes and baked beans and a garlic loaf. Sounds real good, and I'm hungry. Tell y'all what, after dinner's done, might have a brief fire, but I'm gonna have an early night for bed. I'm telling y'all right now. I'll save the packing up for the morning, because I'm gonna rack out. And I was just sitting here, just kind of hanging out in a nice pre-evening sun. Not in a hurry to go back home. And we usually never are. So every time we have a camping trip, wake up Sunday morning like, I'm not ready to go yet. There's only been one trip that we've had as a family to where we were ready to go home. I think that was when we went to Niagara Falls. We were there for a full week and we were tired and we were ready to go home. But every other camping trip we've had, we don't want it to end. Either be a family trip or meet up like the rally or the glamp out. It just ends too fast, and this weekend seems to be ending too fast. But so I'm curious, comment below. If you do a regular weekend camping, are you ready to go home on Sunday, or do you just wish the weekend could continue? I want to see what y'all think. I don't think we'll ever get the opportunity to enjoy a full-time lifestyle. Brandy is midway through her career while mine is ending. Unless she was able to get some sort of full-time remote thing and we get Stella in college and then we're golden at that point. I don't know if it's ever going to happen for us. I may do a lot of solo camping trips. Like I do now. I do a few a year now. But I don't know if we'll ever be able to make the full-time lifestyle. Be a nice dream to have. Alright, so I'm just going to vibe up here a little bit longer till the missus gets back from the boat. Get dinner prepped, and then we're going to wind down our night and our weekend. Check back in with you guys and we'll be back. It is dinner time here at Sugarloaf Lake Campground. The dame came back from the shower and asked if dinner was ready. Alright, she's not shooting me dirty licks, so I guess we're good. But before we get dinner started, I forgot something. looking at? What you looking at? Now we can start dinner. Do you hear that sizzle, sizzle, crack, crack? That's the sound of deliciousness being prepared. And whilst it's being prepared, I got myself a 2-finger pour of Angel's Envy. Only one. I don't want to ruin dinner. Another campground dinner time success. It was, oh, actually, let me confirm with the lady. Did you enjoy your dinner?
I told you, yeah.
She says, yeah. Came out pretty good. It's a regular in our rotation because it's easy and it comes out pretty good. Our neighbors to the site to the right of us left yesterday, and they left a bunch of trash and stuff.
This afternoon.
They left this morning. Left sometime this morning. It must have been while I was at the bike race. And there was a half a bundle of firewood there, and this has been sitting there, and we've been eyeing it, and I'm like, it's technically not theft. Technically, it's abandoned property. We weren't the only ones eyeing it up. I think I saw some other people looking too, so I went and snatched it up. So we got a bundle and a half of firewood. I think that'll do us great.
Before the mosquitoes carry me away.
Or before I get zonked out and go to bed. So, winding down our night and our weekend here at Sugarloaf Lake Campground and Waterloo Recreation Area. Maybe we'll take a late night walk. I don't know. We might. Depends how bad the bugs are. I got tiki torches going. Maybe they'll keep them at bay. I'm going to get a fire started with this hijacked wood that I took. And that'll be that. Not doing any pre-packing tonight. I think I'm just going to get up early and get everything done then. Wake up everyone else. Try to get out of here a decent hour. There's one dump lane with 2 dumps on it. So we'll see how that works out at about the 11 noon o'clock hour.
Well, when you consider there's a lot of tents here, it shouldn't be as much a...
Maybe not. There's still a lot of RVs though.
That is a shit ton of tents, though.
We'll figure it out in the morning, I guess. All right then. All right, wrapping up our weekend here at Sugarloaf Lake Campground. You can see I got the Avenger loaded up, ready to go. And I thought I'd just take a quick minute to talk about the park while I'm waiting for the dump station. Not the best place we stayed at, not the worst. It's just okay. The site was kind of crazy on level. Sugarloaf Lake, it's a beautiful lake. It's small. I think the whole perimeter, Brandy said, was 2 miles, so it's not super huge. There are some fish. I saw people pulling bluegill, crappie, and I think I saw a couple smallmouth bass people pulled out of there. So there's a fishing opportunity. They have a beach. Beach is really small. It's got nice, hard, packable sand, but it's only about 25 yards in length. It's not a very big beach, but it was packed all weekend. The kids had a lot of fun. It's a great location. Getting here, the last 2 miles was dirt road, which was kind of tricky, but I made it work. And Brandy got here no problem. I need to have a little more confidence in her. Had a good time at the One Helluva ride. That was a very challenging bike race. I may come back and do it again, just kind of for some personal satisfaction to attain a goal, because there were some hills on there that were hard. So maybe you'll come back next year and camp back here at Sugarloaf and do One Helluva ride again. I did the 44-mile route. Maybe I'll kick it up to the 63. Hey, if I really get motivated, maybe I'll do the 101. We'll see. That was a lot of hills though. It was fun, good time. We had good lunch afterwards, great people. It was a good event. Overall, we had a good weekend here. Beautiful weather. The weather was absolutely perfect. A couple of raindrops. That was it. It was hot early in the day, but early afternoon it started to cool down. So just an absolutely beautiful weekend. That's all I got. So I'm all hitched up. I'm gonna pull out, hook up my Furion camera, check my lights, make sure everything's hitched up right, and be on my way. All right, guys, till next time. We'll be back. See ya.